put my damn hat on. I don't want to accidentally light my fucking dreads on fire while I'm getting ready to like spark a J. Um, I want to say welcome to the stream, and all that good stuff. Um, I'm getting ready to roll up. Already been kind of rolling up, like I sparked something earlier, but I ain't finished it. I was charging my phone so I could get like a nice little bit of time on stream with y'all. Um, yeah. So here we go. Cheers, everybody. That shit is real lovely. This is something sweet. It's bubblegum runts. I've had this previously. Um, so yeah, I want to save my peanut butter. That's the thing. I want to save the peanut butter. So I got a couple pieces of that left, and a tiny, tiny piece of GMO cookies left, and that's gonna be it for those. And peanut butter was too damn gas, man. The shit was too damn gas. Fuck. Oh, ain't that eclipse supposed to happen tomorrow? I believe it is. I don't know if it's the 7th yet. But I know that eclipse is about to happen, and everybody kind of going crazy over that shit. Um, is that 420? What's up, 420? Is that about to do a bong rip? Let's go. Yeah, is that eclipse tomorrow? Or is that on Tuesday? I believe it is tomorrow, though, right? I love orange soda. I gotta stop drinking that shit, though. Soda ain't good for you. But goddamn. Who loves orange soda? Corn loves orange soda. Shit is good. Said not a big deal though. We we supposed to not get sunlight. Oh, that's biblical. Vampire Land. That's actually pretty biblical. Um, let's hope let's hope things don't go that way just yet. Cause man, I still got some stuff I want to do in this life. Wow. We supposed to not get well. Actually, ain't it only supposed to be in the cross? That's biblical too. Holy shit. Ain't it supposed to be in the cross? Because I know certain states are not going to see it. So imagine 70. Hopefully not, man. I see Mr. Bear. What's up, Mr. Bear? How you doing? Hope you sparking up something with us. Smoking on some papaya, TACA. Where'd you get that from, buddy? That sounds pretty familiar. You got a medical vape too. Nice. So, can you guys tell me? Because I literally don't know this. What's the difference between like the medical weed and the other weed? Is there a difference? Cause need to hit the dispo tomorrow. Smoke some rainbow belts. Rainbow belts. That sounds really sweet. I bet that's a fruity tasting strain, right? Probably got some vanilla. Am I in the ballpark? Tell me I'm in the ballpark. Medical weed and regular weed is the same, literally, as all weed. Oh, okay. Okay. I just wanted to know because, like I said, I've never really done anything on the medical side because I'm not a medical patient per se. I just like the chief. That's just me. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. I told y'all, bad. We had a hell of a time. There's so many shits going on right now. Like, he said some quality different than others, but the THCA you get from the companies, the same THCA flower we get the dispensaries and online. It's all THCA flower. Medical is regulated more. Oh, okay. So it's the same thing that you get, but it's just it has different regulations for medical patients. Okay. Now I understand the difference. See, I learned something. Cause I was like, all right, so what's the difference between medical and the shit that I get? He's like, yeah, man, it's that medical right here, man. They just the same shit. This is stronger than that. Damn it. That's that's all I care. Is the shit strong? You said a little bit more strict, but it's THCA flower all the same. Okay, okay, that's a bet. I'm about to roll me a fresh J. I mean, that was a fresh J. I just sparked it before I started the stream because I was waiting for my charge on my phone. But yeah, those of y'all that's here with me right now, man, shit, roll some up. I mean, y'all already got some shit she smoking on, but still, get all that out the grinder. Cool beans. I'm gonna smoke this one without a filtered tip, just because I want to roll it up real fast. And when I put these J's together, it's gonna be a nice size J. So this is gonna be cool. So that J I just had and this J came from three like small pieces of what I got. I see the settlement jumped in. What's up, settlement? How you doing, fam? Good to see you in the chat. Good to see you. Oh, and if anybody is here from the Discord, you know, this is dope because I'm like, yeah, I'm about to just start announcing in that joint when I'm about to go live. If you guys are like in there and if your noties are on, it's convenient to do so. You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool. I can just Oh, somebody just got home. I heard a car alarm. And everybody that's jumping in the chat, man. Everybody that did jump in, I hope I didn't miss too much while I was rolling up. No, I didn't miss too much. That's dope. First hit of the day, nice. Yeah, it's something else when you get that first hit of the day, or like that first J after you get finished doing something. Like let's say after you eat, or let's say during the live stream, or let's say you're doing both. Let's say you eating, smoking, and watching the live. You know. Let's stop by and say hi while making an intro for my bullshit tonight. And some grease monkey sugar dabs. How is that hitting? That sounds good. And what do you use it to like dab it out of? Do you have a pen or do you got like a traditional rig? Oh, your grandma's in the hospital. Pray for her. Her name is Jean Merman. I will. I got you. I got you. I definitely do, fam. I talk to God quite frequently. I remember Jean Merman. I got you. Said 5 grams for 50 here in Maine. 5 different kinds of sugars and batters. Smoke smooth. Hits like Ngannou. I use titanium dab nail on a bone. Oh, okay. See, stuff like that is interesting to me because, like, I don't like do it per se. Like when I was hitting dabs, I had a dab pen, and that was like the only way I knew how to do it. I mean, I seen somebody do a traditional rig, but I've never like had one. You know what I mean? But you said you use a dab nail on a bong. I gotta look that up. That's interesting because I do like bongs. I wish I ain't broke mine back in the day. I broke two of them. She fell the other day, but she making quick recovery. She had edema, so she has to watch her sodium. She lives with me and my dad. My house is big though. Hey man, that's dope that y'all taking care of her though, fam. Like real shit. That's dope. Y'all do that. I know how that is. When I was growing up, to be honest with you, I was there every step of the way for my grandfather. Like because at one point, I think he was like 80. What was he? I think it was like 82 when we really started having to like watch him a lot because he had dementia. So um, I just like when people are older, you know what I mean? Like the development of the dementia is kind of slower. So slowly but surely they start to like break down, if that makes sense. So I was there every step of the way up until, you know, I mean, we had to hire home health aides at a point, but we would have to literally take care of them. So I understand you, bro. Definitely do. Found your spot like a week ago. Cool vibes, stoners, chill channel, and I fucks with you. Hey man, I appreciate you being here, big dog. Shit, definitely do. I really just be cooling because I mean, I like to do reviews, but primarily I like to stream. I like to chill with the audience. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing for me to make videos, but it's less personal. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when I was coming up, I mean, I'm still coming up. I ain't no like big streamer or nothing, but I'm talking about like just over the years when I noticed like streamers, they would act like they don't see you. Like nigga, it's like one person in here other than me, and you're reading the other comment. Like the fuck out of here, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like at the same time, well, sometimes you just let's say you feel like smoking, right? Sometimes you just want to have a sesh, and I think it's dope that I get to like smoke with you guys, and then like some of y'all have had some of the same companies that I know of or will order from, or just whatever the case. Like it's like a great community for real. The hemp community, I feel like it's been very welcoming, on the way in. So it's dope. But one thing that, and this is gonna be me, and I know every content creator not, you know, what I'm about to say, but I love peace and positivity. I'm all about it. Um, I promote it really, but I don't want to be overly like, oh well, everything you just everything's rose colored glasses all the time. Now I like to talk about real shit too. Stuff that's going on in the world, and like honestly speaking, I know I have like a different take on things than most people, and I like stuff like that because it opens ground for a conversation. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's streaming has been fun. That's really why I enjoy it because it's like, well, I've gotten to know so many of the audience over time. Talk with you guys. It makes YouTube like not like a one person thing. I feel like I'm dealing with a family. I hope that makes sense to y'all. She smokes weed sometimes and eats weed edibles. Hey, that's dope. Grandma down with the green. Shout out to grandma. You game. Do a little Xbox on my shit with the boys. Madden, COD, zombies. I like zombies a lot. I love zombies. I don't have it at the moment, but I do game. Primarily Overwatch right now because I'm not trying to be too committed on having to like practice for competing for like a tournament for fighting games. But like I like fighting games primarily, but I play shooters and I like to play RPGs. I see Virgo jumped in. What's up, Virgo? How you doing, fam? Cool beans. It is time. I made me another filter, so I think I could roll up a nice little roach J. Virgo, you want a lunch break or you off? It's one of the two. Just made a home, been out fishing. Oh, okay. What'd you catch? Okay. I think that filter is good. I don't know if y'all can see that M, but you need that. The airflow is gonna be great on this. Can y'all see that? Say you took a mental health day. I feel that, Brody. I feel that. Sometimes you got to, man. Shit. If you don't, realistically speaking, it can get bad. I mean, vacations are like mental health days on steroids. Because, I mean, sometimes even on your days off, it's like you still got to do shit. But those little times out of our lives where we can be like, you know what, let me just do something different today. Just be by myself. You gotta cherish those. Make me a nice little roast J here. He said a blunt. Damn, that's the only thing he caught. Fuck. Better luck next time, buddy. All right. I'm almost done rolling up. Y'all just give me a quick sec. I need to show y'all what this bubble gum looked like too, right? It'd be pretty bad if I didn't. Especially now that I know I got the flash feature on my live streams now. I think that's so cool. I've been waiting for that. Cool beans. Let's put a little bit of funnel in there, and now we will be good to go. If you want on you to go live, you want to schedule damn near, yeah, something like that, something like that. I've been pretty consistent as of late. I think it'd be good for my algorithm. And then plus two, um, just honestly speaking, uh, I know it's new people jumping in the family because I be seeing people that are new like jump in the stream. So it's like you never know when somebody new might come by. Like, hey man, I've been checking out your shit for a while. Like, and that happened today too. Shout out to you, the settlement, that person that came in here. He said I only said that because you've been starting right around my lunch break. Oh, okay, that's a bet. See, so for me, it's kind of been like instinctually. And if y'all notice, a lot of times it's been around like that 7 o'clock period, maybe a little bit after that. Cause it remind me of like y'all remember when I first used to stream, and when I started, it was at like 7 in the morning. Literally, it was like every day, just 7 in the morning. Like I would stream early in the morning. It'd be random sometimes, like late at night, but yeah, it was like 7 a.m. So I was like, if I do some shit like that in the evening time, let's see how that work out. Might be different. But shit, y'all be right with me though. Early as fuck, rolling J's. We already broke a stigma. They said stoners is lazy and they be just sleep all day. Shit, we was up at the ass crack of dawn. Not a game. DoorDash keep on set of me noties. I ain't DoorDashing right now. I've been housing and streaming. Anyways, Virgo, what you think about that eclipse, fam? I got 420's opinion on it earlier. What you think about that shit that's getting ready to happen? Everybody's like coming up with all sorts of, oh my god. But at the same time, I can see why in certain senses. I want to see what y'all think though. Ambulance. There's a lot of warnings coming from the U.S. Army. Really? Like what? Says nothing. Yeah. Little Debbie's cupcakes got too high. Oh shit. Oh yeah. The cupcakes definitely going to like kind of tone down the high a little bit, especially because it's like something cakier too. It'll fill you up faster. Mr. Bear said, "Nothing special to me. It's just an eclipse." Honestly, I can see why. Because I mean, it's like, well, all right, something happened in the sky. Now what? Why is the U.S. Army giving warnings? Like, what's up with that? I think that's extremely interesting. Carl, do you believe in spirits? No, do you believe in aliens or spirits and or energy? I will answer that in 1 second. That's a deep answer. I won't see it. I'm in Florida. I won't see it either because I'm in D.C. There's gonna be a lot of people on bridges to see it, and they're saying eclipse could cause a gravitational pull. There's a bunch of people traveling to Texas. Oh damn! So they talking about they talking about on a physics level with this shit. Like, all right, y'all, look, okay, that's what the army's saying. That 420 said, "Do I believe in aliens, spirits, and or energy?" Uh, Short answer is all three. That's the short answer. It said bridges collapsing. I'll send you the video. I know about the one in Baltimore because that's right next door to DC. I heard about that when I got off. Um, uh, do I believe in? You said same and science proves energy can't be created or destroyed. Energy transfers. You are correct. We are the aliens. That's an interesting take. That's an interesting take. Well, if you look at it that way, I mean you can. You definitely can. It's so many it's oh man, so many rabbit holes. My bad, my shit. See, as soon as stuff like this starts popping up, now my shit want to start doing that little buffer thing. Uh huh. I'm one of y'all. When we die, we don't realize we're dead. And we think we're still living. That's how we was in the seed. Um. Hmm. That's an interesting take as well. Think about it. We are the only species that can do 85% of the things we're able to do that we know of. Aliens, yes, for sure. We're not the only living things in the vast outer space and galaxies. Yes, to spirits also. So we're on the same page. We're definitely on the same page. So here's my take, and I don't want anybody to like, you know, uh, think I'm trying to push anything on them. Uh, I'm a Christian. Like, I follow Jesus. I believe in Jesus. Every time we get on a topic that's some real shit, y'all notice the stream start freezing up, right? Okay. So let's try this again. Let's try this again without the devil being at work. I believe in Jesus. I believe in God. I know I'm not perfect. I know the church has done some horrible things and they've manipulated the Bible. I know the Bible was used as a tool uh, of control to a sense of people. However, I'm also aware that that's not the way that it's supposed to be. And the way that it was used was different because, they actually had a slave's Bible that they would read from to indoctrinate the slaves, not the actual thing. And they made sure that we didn't know how to read the actual thing because if we would know what was in the book, we would become more empowered and start to connect things together. A lot of people, oh, I don't believe in that stuff. You haven't even read it. A lot of the stuff that you think you know came from it. Crazy. And a lot of the stuff that was like even the deeper knowledge, the Catholic Church burned it and they killed people who wanted to study it and talk about it. They killed Jesus. You think yeah, I mean the Romans killed Jesus. Where's come on guys. But I'm also aware that, where this universe is too big and God's creativity is too vast for us to be the only species out there. So I do believe in aliens. I do believe there are other life forms. And I do believe in science to an extent. I believe that science and God, the spirituality, were actually supposed to coincide and be cohesive. Because everything just didn't just come from a big bang. It had to come from an intelligent source because everything is aligned in a way where it makes sense for it to work. The sun, if it was in the wrong place, would not have the same effect on this planet right now. We'd be all burnt to a crisp because we're too close to it. Why is everything aligned in a certain way where it works? Out of nowhere. Like, you have to think about this. They're supposed to go together. And the thing is, in science, things are right up until somebody else comes up with another thing to improve on what the current theory is. And then they find out later, okay, well, it's actually like this. So I believe in science because science is an advancement. It's how we, you know, it's how we're getting up there as a species because it's a study of life. But while it's study, like there are things that are facts for the moment in science. And then later on down the line, we figure out, well, it's actually this thing and not what we thought it was. There's a possibility for change. And if you combine both of those things together, then you're unstoppable. But that's my take. I know some people get turned off when I say Jesus. I don't care. Literally. Oh, he over there smoking and He talking about this. Well, who was Jesus trying to save? The sinners. He wasn't trying to save the good people. The good people are already good. He was hanging out with the people that were not great. And he got his people from crowds that were not liked or that were kind of thoroughbred. You feel me? Like when y'all take away a lot of the thou and thou shalt and thy and all this other stuff, and y'all actually like read some of the stuff, a lot of it is just universal wisdom, some esoteric wisdom, some literal things, because you can see history that happened, but there's a lot of gaps, and you were not allowed to talk about that for a while. And with all the trauma that the Crusades had, the trauma that the Crusades inflicted on everybody, people over time stopped asking questions. And then, in turn, okay, I'm just gonna stay away from this shit now. Because then it did become brainwashing rather than the truth, because they like dissected it and cut a lot of it out. If you actually think about it, like a lot of these things are very connected. No, they're not all the same. And yes, there was manipulation by man, but the truth is in there. Like it tells you like what the truth is. You need to know how to differentiate though. People don't want to do that though. A lot of times you just want to get told what to think. And then if you don't want to think about it no more, it's just like, all right, fuck it. Like, people don't like to think anymore. They want to be told. I got other shit to do. Let me just figure out what's going on. Let me listen to what somebody else got to say. Oh, that's the white man's book. Do you know geography? Do you know the people and the context and the places and where it came from? Oh, the European King James was black. Like what? I'm not gonna keep going into this, guys. That's why I said it's because I've actually studied it, and then when I hear people talk about it, I know they haven't, because like when they tell me stuff, they can't even quote me a place where they disagree with without having to use Google. You, we have to learn how to think, and y'all let racism towards each other let people turn you away from God, man. It's crazy. That's why I said we all need to be able to come together. That's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of it. This is a tool that can bring everybody together under one walk. I mean, different walks of life, different faiths, different cultures, different beliefs. One thing, this, very simple. We can smoke, we can talk, we can chill. We don't even know each other. I think that's one reason God made it. This came from Him. And it brings a lot of people together that would not have talked before. I hope I'm not I'm sorry. I hope I'm not like, just like going off on a rant and like turning you guys like away and everything. I'm sorry, if that's happening right now. But when you ask me a question about something like that, I really enjoy spiritual topics. And like I literally got through the Greek pantheon, I think, about 3 months ago. So interesting. I loved it. I got to learn about all their different gods, their backstories, and how gods is kind of like a race of people. God, like if you look at it, gods were like a race in their pantheon. I'm not going to call it mythology. I don't know, but I believe that's a more respectful term for it. I looked into the Japanese philosophy as well. And like I said, if you look at things, a lot of stuff coincides a lot more. But if you look at the history of people, a lot of us like to do things based around our culture and our skin color to separate ourselves from other people. So what we do is we twist things. Yeah, we do. And the information's all right there, but human flaw gets in the way, ego gets in the way, pride will get in the way, and jealousy. So, what happens? The truth might get, twisted in some sorts. And also, there was misinformation. This is another reason why a lot of people don't know this. So, the book of Enoch was taken out the Bible, and in the book of Enoch, it talks about a lot of different things. It talks about how the fallen angels came down here and the stuff they did with the women and the animals and the men and everything else. They defiled everything. They were basically fucking everything that had legs and didn't. They were trying to fuck everything. They were trying to distort the creation, right? But while they were doing this and they were down here, they were spreading misinformation themselves, and they were also giving people the knowledge of makeup, knowledge of how to make weapons, knowledge of witchcraft, and a whole bunch of other different things that would cause us to make war with each other, lust a lot more. It's so many different things that happen. It was a big exchange of information because of their interactions with us on a physical level. If you notice, even in the Greek pantheon, even in that, there was a time where the gods were uh, coexisting amongst the human beings, but it was decreed later on that they need to stop being around them, and that's why you don't see them anymore. It's the same thing around like so many cultures in so many different ways. And if you look at it, uh, man, I'm about to get real deep with this one. Elohim is plural, and if you look at the beginning of what it actually says in the Bible in the original language, it says, "In the beginning, Elohim, which is the gods, said, 'Let us make man in our image, in our,'" and they said things in a different way than it just being a single entity, more like a council. There's always going to be one person at the top of a council, like a supreme, which is the creator, obviously. But it said, "Let's make man in our image." Every different culture has a different way that they said they were created because there's different species of. Ah, my God. Y'all see what I'm saying here? Do y'all see what I'm saying? In the Japanese, the way they created other gods and other people was through different acts of things in the sky and on the planet. And a person or entity sprouted from that. And what the Greek pantheon, what was it? Mother Earth got impregnated, and a whole bunch of other stuff happened in between that, and somebody cut off you know what, of their father, and there was more kids. Like basically, like man. If you guys look at things, a lot of stuff is very connected, and I think a lot of what happened was, us and our cultural barriers and prides and egos got in the way, and war and things like that over time changed a lot of stuff. Can you think about all the information we're missing because of all the places that have been bombed, places that have had fire set to them over time, places that were just demolished because of all the warfare, all the knowledge? We have a lot of it now, but can you imagine how much of it was erased over time? Not by, when God destroyed the planet. I'm talking about just stuff that we do. Because when places make war with each other, the libraries are not spared. Those information banks are not spared. And a lot of the culture is lost too. And if it's not lost, you just have people who remember bits and pieces of it sometimes. And then it gets completely lost. You know what I'm saying? So that's I mean we in the rabbit hole. Fuck it, I'm about to roll me another J. Y'all done got me started. Y'all done got me started. Y'all done got me started, bro. And I follow Jesus. I do believe that he was the right way. I believe that his body was a vessel that God came down here and shared his self with. And what happened? We had literally God down here and we killed him. Like people don't like people that speak the truth. They don't. You get crucified for it. Y'all are gonna agree with that and not in the way that you think. So you think the aliens sent Jesus to help us? It's crazy because like in the Sumerian text, what was it? The Anunnaki said that they created us. They were the ones that you know. But we look at them like aliens, and it's always in every culture a celestial or interstellar or just some being from up above. That's not a coincidence. Everybody around the world with different cultures has seen the same things over time. You know what our problem is though? I mean, the floods that happened. This world started over a couple times. A lot of stuff that we knew, that shit gone. Like I said, aside from the wars, I mean, the stuff that God did kind of restarted us. So, oh, they were so primitive back then. Really? These people had knowledge of the planet that we are still figuring out. Well, still trying to figure out. I see Tony jumped in. What's up, Tony? I see Triz jumped in. What's up, Triz? My bad, y'all. Who else jumped in? Who else jumped in? I missed so much of the chat. My bad. I missed so much of the chat. I do apologize. Man, I want to say all y'all that jumped in so far, welcome. I hope I hope me going down the rabbit hole with y'all tonight is not, bothering anybody. If it is, this might not be the episode for you, but we get on real shit here sometimes, and I just get my take on things. I know I'm sitting here talking about spiritual stuff and I'm cussing. Bad habit. I ain't perfect. I'm just interested in stuff like this, and I happen to have a foul mouth sometimes. And I'm off work. I ain't gotta be goddamn professional. Damn. Oh man, just got home. Grocery run to town. Hey man, I'm happy that you're home, buddy. Home safe. We know more about outer space than the bottom of the ocean. Imagine what's down there. I'm gonna touch on that after I finish these comments. I'm glad you brought that up there, Triz. Let's see what else. Said my dad thought me all this. He might sound funny, but a lot of it he learned from Twilight Zone and History Channel. Wow. So I think A sent Jesus to help us. Man, that was God. Somebody literally showed you how to live and was like, stop doing stupid stuff to each other and fixing problems. They ain't like him because he was a threat to their power structure. And he was disassembling all the narratives and shit that people have and getting people to come together. Once again, y'all notice they're doing a whole bunch of shit around the world right now, and everybody is actually extremely divided. So nobody gives a fuck. Yikes. We ain't talk about that. Virgo says, you were talking about lost history and information. What are your thoughts on the Vatican and the fact that we can't access it? That's a very good question. That's where all the information is. Um, Honestly speaking, I believe that they were smart enough to keep everything that Jesus said. Also, uh, while y'all are here, uh, I'm gonna tell you one thing that y'all need to know, and I'm gonna tell you why this is esoteric and why this is a universal truth. This is a universal truth, right? Now, when Jesus was carrying the cross, at one point he fell because it began to be too much for him to carry. You know who helped him carry it? It was an Ethiopian. Now, I'm going to tell you why that's esoteric. Because Ethiopia was the one place in the world that during the Crusades they did not get conquered. So they were able to keep the original Bible that they had and not have everything taken out. Their Bible still has all the original text in it from what they know. And it has Enoch and it has a whole bunch of other books in it as well. It's crazy. The one person to actually, from the crowd, to actually help him carry the cross was an Ethiopian. And that was the one place that did not get conquered so that their stuff was not tainted during the Crusades. That's why it's esoteric. I'm going to tell you why it's a universal truth. Because it was a literal event that was described during his crucifixion. So that makes it all the way around. So the information to an extent is accessible. The Dead Sea Scrolls that were translated at some point, in history. What's up, Puntane? How you doing, fam? Them joints were fragmented because of time, but we got a lot of information out of them. They had to be stored away. I mean, y'all see what was happening to all the people. They were getting slaughtered. Martin Luther separated from the Catholic Church, and you see what happened with him and other people at the time. You were going to get beheaded. Salem witch trials. You just have to say that somebody don't believe in the common thing. Off with their head. Burn them at the stake. They used it as a method of control. It wasn't supposed to be that. And that's what Jesus was fighting against. That's why they killed him. We struggle with principalities. Oh, man. Bible says goes around, comes around. So does that mean everything repeats itself after we die in a different reality? What goes around comes around. Is that what it says? It says we reap what we sow. That does mean what goes around comes around. In a sense, that's like karma. What's up, Jerry Juice? How you doing, fam? Also, it's not like karma. There's a couple ways to look at it because you reap what you sow. Meaning, if you put something in the ground, you know, you gonna get out what you put in, pretty much. You put in a whole bunch of effort, your crop's gonna come out great. You don't, then you gotta live with it. Paul and Peter were killed because they were Christian. They were also killed because they were Jesus's entourage. And it's uh, it's crazy. Maybe we saw me, you could curse at someone down the street, they will most likely curse at you back. Yes. So in a sense, what goes around does come around, but things also are in a cycle. Y'all know that saying, nothing new is under the sun, or there's nothing new under the sun? That actually came from the Bible. Fun fact of the day. Um, Meaning, whatever we think is new, whatever we think that hasn't been done before, has been done before because this world started over before. Things play out different ways in different societies, but a lot of things that are like, you know, foundational pretty much turn out the same. He said, you're going to be stuck with kind bud. Yeah, you're going to be stuck with the kind bud, man. You're going to be stuck with the kind bud. But yeah, as far as the ocean thing that you said, it's crazy. You know, there was a time that Jesus exercised legion, one demon, but had many souls with him, right? And he cast them out. And when he cast them out, he was cast out into a whole bunch of pigs. And he told them to return from where they came from. Guess where they went to? The ocean nearby. Ain't that some shit? Euphrates River drying up. Euphrates River drying up. Said those. That's where certain beings are supposed to be, and they're supposed to come out after an appointed time. And it was four under the Euphrates. Ain't that something? And that's a river. There's gonna come a beast of the sea. A beast coming from the sea. Wow. When he was cast down to earth, it was as fast as lightning. Damn. I wonder why the Earth's core is so hot too. Fuck. Y'all see what I'm getting at here? Y'all see how I look at stuff? Like when we get on these topics, guys, I tend to kind of just keep going because I really like to look at stuff like this in my spare time. Like you have no idea. You have no idea. Like I really look into this stuff. So I do apologize. But it's real. That's my real area of. He said the Earth is flat. I don't know if I can take it that far, buddy. I don't know about that one. My mind's open, but man, oh man, that was a nice try. Recycling of human energy. Did you know the pyramids have some type of energy that vibrations come off? I did know that actually. There was something about electricity with those pyramids too. And the other crazy thing is Egypt is not the only place that has them. We actually have some here, and there's some in South America. Uh, is there one in Germany? Is there one in Germany? I don't know if there's one in Germany, but I know there's like pyramids like in various different places on the planet, and not just Egypt. Meaning they was used for something. It's a technology that was destroyed though. Oh, the other thing about the sea, uh, it's said that with Pharaoh and his army, God was pretty much fighting against the devil with that. And the only way for like the people to get across from who, the Egyptians, was to get across the sea. And couldn't nobody swim in that. Man, he parted that damn shit. Complete control. Oh, you think this your domain? You think you get to run shit here? Nah, I'm God. I made this. Let me go ahead and move this out the way so my people can go forward. And then if you even try anything, they're all gonna drown. You're gonna be mad as shit. And what happened? All the motherfuckers drowned and they was mad as shit. The Egyptians that was chasing after God's chosen. Devil think the sea is his. Think it's his domain. It ain't his domain. It's God planet. He just got control of it right now. You know. You can't beat the OG though. It's been proven. Let me spark up another J. Yeah, see, but y'all see what happens when y'all ask me about spiritual shit? I done talked all the way till my battery went to 20%. I know it's probably like 12 now. See what y'all done did, man. I hope I don't get canceled for this stream, but if I do, I kind of don't care. My faith is my faith, and I'm allowed to have my opinion. Like I said, I ain't trying to push nothing on nobody, and I'm not trying to influence y'all to think like me or nothing. But I'm just giving like my estimation of things from what I've studied and what I believe. I think everything's supposed to go in harmony though. Like we like as a Christian, you shouldn't discount science because even though with science facts are facts for the moment, they get improved upon. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a study. Like science is so essential, but at the same time, I feel like it has been politicized. which is why you have to know how to read through the bullshit, which is the same thing that happened with my scriptures. A lot of them got erased. So you have to know, you know what I'm saying? You have to be aware of things. You have to be aware of things. That's my main point. And it's crazy. I've been smoking some good ass weed. I'm still, coherent enough to tell you guys this. It's not of the devil. That was my 10% battery on it. I'm gonna at least spark this joint with y'all. Cause that was shit that, hey, I ain't gonna lie. I like the conversation we having. This is like this is me. Outside of like, me doing like reviews and shit, like this is me. Like outside of video games and me joking around or saying something like, you know, just silly, like this is actually like what I like. He said, "Who thinks this world ends soon?" I think they're trying to manufacture it to look like the end and create a lot of chaos so that they can get more control. I think some things are like the natural order, and some things are like y'all trying to rush the end. Those at the top, because if y'all haven't noticed, a lot of stuff is happening, and a lot of distractions are happening. The only thing we can hear about right now is Diddy. That's it. So I don't know. I don't know if the rapture going to happen or if it's going to be World War III popping off. Because they just said that Ukraine's going to be in NATO. Somebody's really pushing for that. I believe it's one of our ambassadors really pushing for Ukraine to go ahead and be a part of NATO already. I mean, we send them trillions of dollars. They might as well. But that's going to spark World War III. I think that's what they're hiding from us, that this shit's really already starting. Which is another reason why, if y'all are spiritual, you know, get in line with God. If you're not spiritual, get yourself physically prepared for what's coming. I'm not fear mongering you. I'm just saying World War III is a huge possibility. It's real shit. It's right here in our face. Um, if you're extremely intelligent, get yourself scientifically ready. If you are, in the lower level class, like a lot of people, you're going to have to find out how to be extremely resourceful. So I'm going to take a hit on that. But with that being said, man, appreciate y'all coming on by, smoke some J's, talking some shit. I'm going to get on out of here. I think I done said enough to get myself in trouble tonight. My phone getting ready to die too. So I'm going to catch y'all later, man. Peace.